Hello and welcome back to the channel. LC here, back with another quick guide for triangle strategy. Today we will be talking about farming infinite amount of kudos. Now kudos isn't necessarily difficult to come across in this game depending on what route you're taking and stuff like that, but this is one of the best ways in order to pretty much just make it autopilot and just pretty much coast. So a couple requisites, let's start there. You have to be in chapter 13 and you have to choose to go with Roland to infiltrate the city. That's how you gain access to this stage. I actually had never played on this stage. I just did the route for the first time just now, and I want to give a huge shout out to the Triangle Strategy Facebook group. This is where this originated. They came up with this. It's not my original strat, but I'm just putting it out there for everybody else to have access to, especially if you're having issues with farming kudos. That's a lot of what I've seen on the other videos is, hey, how do you get the kudos or stuff like that. I'll be making videos for each segment, but I wanted to get this one out for people that are starting New Game Plus. I do recommend doing this on New Game Plus. The reason being is that you'll have all your characters pretty much maxed out at 50, and it makes the battle much easier in order to get through. Then you could also do this on very hard and get even more kudos, right? So I have it in normal mode right now, and let me explain what the strat is. So on this stage here, there's a boat and land, and then you have access to two bridges. The two bridges essentially is what makes this work. So on the bridge, after the battle's concluded, it's wrapped up and everything like that, you want to find a way to trap both of the mages in between the bridges, and then put a mage on each side, and then put somebody else with a counterattack on either side. So you see here I have Izana on this side, and then I have the Dawn Spear on the other side. So he has a counter. The reason that I brought the Dawn Spear because he has a counter, so every time he counterattacks, it's going to give me more kudos. Same thing for Serenoa, and you don't really want somebody that's too strong, like completely broken. If you bring somebody that like has like a high critical rating, I think Serenoa is probably the strongest character I have with the counter. I have everybody pretty much at level 50, but I think Serenoa hits the hardest. If I want to say, so this is what the strategy is essentially, right? You want to go ahead and attack. That turns over. Everybody else, you're just going to be pressing start. It's pretty much a cheese strat. It just requires patience. That's all it is. Now, you have an option here. You can either choose to attack with your attacker, with your melee, because I'm in normal mode. They are pretty meaty, right? They're not going to die for one blow. And you see there, I got 2 kudos. And then when he goes to counterattack me, I'm going to also get kudos for that. So the danger here is he's low now. So this other third mage is going to, well, he might not even be able to get there because he's trapped right now. So we'll see if that healer will be able to heal itself. That's generally what they do. They'll heal themselves. Yep, there you go. And then you can just kind of loop this forever. Now, we'll say that the developers of Triangle Strategy did try a couple ways to make sure that to prevent cheese strats like this. Like I played Final Fantasy Tactics. We all know how that went. There was a way that you can just literally farm job points at the beginning of the game on the first map. They really try to set it up so you can't do that in this game, and I'm curious if this will actually get patched out, or they'll reduce the amount of healers on this map. Maybe not. You know, this game is kind of forgiving for the most part when it comes to resources, so I'm curious to see if they'll actually keep this. So you can just attack here, right, and then that's it. So you're getting pretty much 2 kudos per, and you can do this indefinitely. The healers will always heal themselves. They don't have anywhere to go, and if something does go wrong, say that somebody does get critical or something like that, you have the third healer. Now, I didn't actually mean to trap this third healer. You can trap him, but I like to kind of keep him moving around so that if, say I critical this guy and he doesn't have enough TP in order to heal himself for whatever reason, this guy can pop in the back and just heal him. You know, that's kind of cool. So that's the basic strat, and I'll be doing more videos kind of covering like other resources, or if we find other things, I'll be doing more videos on that. But a couple things, guys, there's been a lot of questions, so I apologize if I've not been able to get to all of them. I've been like on the Reddit, the Discord and stuff like that. Due to some of the volume of questions that I've been getting, the best way to kind of get a hold of me is to ask any questions or just kind of interact with the game is going to be either in my personal Discord or on Twitter. Those are the best 2 avenues to get a hold of me. I am going to be streaming on either YouTube or Twitch, probably on Twitch. The link for that will be in the description as well. Probably daily. I kind of want to do daily videos just to kind of break down the game. There's a lot of questions, like I did one on the golden route and stuff like that, and a lot of people going through their next playthrough. And the thing about this game is that with so many missable things, I've kind of encountered a few frustrated people that miss things because you know, it's early. There's not a lot of resources out, so you know, it is what it is. But if I'll do my best to try and answer as many questions as I can, especially live. So definitely make sure you follow the Twitch channel as well. Turn on notifications for that, And the next resource that I think I'm going to be doing is I got every character to level 50, so I'm going to be rolling out a video that pretty much breaks down who I believe are the strongest characters in this game. After going through the game on normal, hard, easy, I'm on my third, going on my fourth playthrough, it's pretty clear who is strong and who's not. So I'll give a breakdown pretty much on my thoughts of it. It's not the end all be all, but it'll help you kind of steer in the right direction if you are really going to be going for those really like high level achievements, like the very hard mode mock battles, level 50, stuff like that, or just the golden route, very hard mode, stuff like that. Like the golden route hard mode, the 3-party strat that can be kind of sweaty. So I'll be doing guides for that to kind of let you guys know what characters I think are the best and will actually help you, and which ones you probably don't want to waste your time with. The reason being is that every character in this game is viable to a certain extent, but the way they are configured is that even the ones that are outright powerful can be replaced by one that has more utility that's going to serve you better in the long run. But I'll break all that down in the next video. Till next time, LC signing out. Peace.